Welcome to the Bible reading journey where we are traveling from Genesis to Revelation in a year. Today we are on day number 261 of the Bible reading journey. Today's reading itinerary is the book of Nahum. It's chapters 1 through 3, which is the entire book. And you might want to pause here and first dive into today's reading for yourself. Then join us back here for thoughts about today's journey. And today's journey is titled A Flood of Judgment on Nineveh. But before we begin that, let's recap where we are on the Bible reading journey. We've just finished the book of Micah, and now we begin the book of Nahum. And in your text notes, there is an outline of the Old Testament to guide us on our journey. So we have completed section 1 of the outline, which is 17 historical books. And the historical books portray the birth, growth, development, and discipline of God's covenant people, Israel. And then we completed section 2 of the outline, which is the 5 poetic books. The poetic books capture the emotions and heartbeats of the men and women living during this historical period. And now we are on section 3 of the outline, the prophetic books, 17 of them, 5 major and 12 minor prophets. The prophetic books record God's repeated attempts to call his people back to the godly behavior they abandoned. And we're on the minor prophet Nahum. So welcome to the book of Nahum. So just over 100 years had passed since the prophet Jonah was sent to Nineveh, the capital of Assyria. At that time, these brutally wicked people of Nineveh were shown God's mercy and they repented. Unfortunately for Nineveh, they did not stand the test of time. Within a few generations, they returned to their brutally wicked ways. This time, God sends the prophet Nahum to declare their judgment. The book of Nahum describes the wrath, warning, and woe to Nineveh. And to us, we note the importance of choosing where to place our trust. Is it on our own might? Or maybe even our country's might? Or is it on the mighty one, God himself? And secondly, we note the importance of our trust in God standing the test of time. We must intentionally choose to spend our time on a regular basis with God, worshiping him, learning about him, and trusting him. Our thought of the day comes from the Daily Walk Bible. Trusting God is not faith without evidence. It is commitment without reservation. The challenge of the day: what are you relying on? Yourself, people, or things around you, or God alone? The memory verse of the day is Nahum 1:7. This is the NIV translation. The Lord is good, a refuge in times of trouble. He cares for those who trust in him. The text notes contain information on how to find us on YouTube, Facebook, and email. Happy travels today. See you next time. This is Lisa at Lighthouse. God bless.